And we are live, No Chill Live 105. It's springtime, it's Aries season, and we back.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. It's heating up outside. I'm really excited. Listen, man, there's so much fun stuff going on right now.
Oh, yeah.
We got a lot to talk about.
And today is a very special day, shout out Aries season.
Oh,
It's your dad's birthday.
big Aries, big Aries. Shout out to Pops, Jimmy Spears, and 80 years. It's crazy. It's crazy.
What a life,
happy,
man.
happy birthday to Pops.
Lived through a lot of things.
I know, man. I know. It's really crazy. Seeing that number 80, or like thinking about it. When I called him up today, I was like, you've been alive for 29,220 days.
You
And
did the math?
yeah, well, Google did the math, but I started with that, and he was, of course, tickle pig. He was laughing and everything like that, and then I started running down the weeks, the months, like all that kind of stuff, and he was just like, God is great, God is great, and he's absolutely right. I mean, you know, I don't know what it is about round numbers that make you realize just how significant, being on this earth, being able to experience every day, waking up, like it's really crazy. And I love my dad; he's the best. And shout out to him. Happy birthday, pops.
Yeah, happy birthday to Jimmy Spears, the legend. He always shouts me out for pumping gas. That's my Aries brother, my pumping gas brother. So we go way back.
Yeah, man, absolutely. He's the person that really like he hammered the value of working hard into me. Even though like my work during those same time periods was like I'll do choir practice and then go to church on Sunday and perform and things like that. Look at us now; we're performing anyway. But he definitely he had a kindred spirit with you, being an Aries as well as the working at the gas station. He used to work nights at the gas station, and yeah, he worked like multiple jobs early on. My parents were living in Trenton and poor way before my time, and he was hustling.
They came up. They came up. Also, want to shout out my parents. It's their wedding anniversary today.
Oh my God! Happy! Oh my God! How many happy wedding anniversary? How many years?
I think it's 26.
Look at that. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Grams.
Yeah, shout out to them. Also wanted to say R.I.P. to Bobby Caldwell. I forgot to say that last week. That was their wedding song. Was "Come to Me." He died. He was 71.
Wow.
I was mad at myself that I forgot that because he's one of my favorite R&B singers. What you won't do for love? Come on, we all know.
Wow. Wow. Look at that. I mean, March is a busy month. You figure just last weekend we celebrated a birthday with Genzino. Before that, Troy had his birthday. Like this weekend, not only is it my dad's birthday today, but my sister's turning 51 on Sunday. Like it's just the numbers, the more life,
More life.
more life.
Hell yeah! And it is springtime. We ended the episode last week telling the people what we were about to do. We went to see a live taping of HBO show Game Theory with Bomani Jones here in New York City. Man, that was a dope ass experience.
Yeah, it was really cool, and thanks for setting that up. It was nice to see kind of the behind the scenes aspects of a production like that. I mean, his show is on HBO. It's also on TNT now. Didn't even know that before going, but shout out to Bomani. I mean, his setup, his crew, everyone was really nice. They were really just very welcoming, but also super professional.
Yeah.
Like, listen, you're going to sit right here in the waiting room. Okay, you're going to sit right at that spot because you have questions to ask. Like that sort of stuff. And I had a good time. Also saw another legend.
Yeah, Taylor Rooks, man.
Taylor
Shout out
Rooks.
to Taylor Rooks.
Shout out.
She was great. She looked great. I remember I noticed you. I was like, damn, she's mad tall. I wish I would have worn my boots because she's tall as hell, man.
So some platforms for that. Yeah, I didn't realize she was tall like that. Really, really talented. Really talented. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to her, man. She looked great. She actually answered a question about your boy Dane.
Yeah, she did. She did. Just talking about the value of rings and whether or not that's been kind of skewed a lot, not only by the media but by players. Jumping teams, trying to chase and things like that. I mean, Dame has been on this for a very long time. He's a
Yeah.
very well paid player. He's also one of the best in the league, like top 10 without a doubt. So he's earned the right to have his opinion on this, but I still wish he would get a ring.
I think he wishes that too. And as Bomani said, only people who haven't won rings say rings don't matter.
True. Very true.
100%.
Very true.
Shout out to Bomani, man. It's really nice to see his come up.
Yeah.
He's made a big jump from season 1 to season 2. I got to ask a question about sports gambling, and he said, he thought about hiring me from all the great
He
questions.
did.
I said,
He did. Did you send a follow up?
Nah, I didn't say it. I didn't.
Listen, man,
I'm shy, but I really appreciated it. That was one of the best compliments I've gotten in a long time. And I'm glad we were wearing masks.
You were teasing
Yeah,
hard.
I was just like, oh, this is so surreal, So it was definitely a great experience. It was also St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
We didn't really indulge in that too much.
No, not really, not really. We went out afterwards, but no, St. Patty's Day isn't really for me.
Nah, man. But yes, we have to, let everybody know. Subscribe.
Absolutely.
We definitely doing a lot of good numbers on YouTube, but we got to remind people, subscribe and follow everywhere.
Exactly, and thank you for joining us. I mean, listen, this is episode 105. That's a lot. That's a lot. Not as much time as my dad's 290,000 days, but we're working our way there.
Yeah, one day.
Yeah.
One day we're going to be old ass men on these couches talking mad shit. I can't wait. Speaking of old ass men, I was super excited last week when our boy Donald Trump, he told everybody they're going to arrest me next Tuesday. And I was like, shit, I can't wait for next Wednesday to talk about this shit. Oh, man. But it's Wednesday, and he's still a free man.
I know, and I'm upset because, the AI photos, they look so great.
Oh,
they look so great, so authentic. It's like, why couldn't it happen? Why could they let him finally on social media, and they put him on trial or something, and then it doesn't happen because there's a bomb threat.
Yeah, they postponed it. They postponed the indictment, so we'll see tomorrow. But he called for his supporters to, protest and, help him out.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really think anybody cares, honestly. I don't think anyone's going to risk anything. But yeah, man, he's getting indicted for his giving out money, paying off Stormy Daniels with campaign funds, which is something that we've known about for a while, since 2016?
Since before he became president.
Yes. Yeah, he did win the election despite that. But, I don't know, I think it's funny, after all the grimy things that Donald Trump has done, it's just crazy to me that this is what they're going to get him for.
Are they going to get him for it? I'm not going to believe it until I actually see this guy in cuffs. Because he seems like the trickster. He seems like Loki himself. Like, he can do what he wants. He's going to get away with it. And he's been a president. They have a very high degree of immunity when it comes to some of this stuff. So I don't think much will happen. Maybe they indict him. He's not going to go to jail. Maybe he'll have to pay something back. Maybe he'll get put on probation or parole. I have no clue, but I don't have high expectations for this.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I was really excited once I saw those AI pictures, but I was like, oh, this is too good to be true. There's no way he's getting dragged out on the streets by NYPD. But that would be great if it was real. But, we talked about Chris Rock last week, and he had some comments. He was actually at the Mark Twain Prize ceremony for Adam Sandler, and he was addressing the crowd, and he was just like, are you guys really going to arrest Trump? He was just like, do you know that's only going to make him more popular? It's like arresting Tupac. He said he's only going to sell more records. What do you think about this? Because honestly, my personal opinion about him paying off, Stormy Daniels with campaign funds, I don't see why that's illegal. I think that should be fully
What?
legal. Like, you should be able to pay off your side chick with your campaign funds if you want to run for president. If they're going to use it against you, it seems legit to me.
Not with the campaign funds. No,
It's a
like,
part of the campaign, though. Come on,
is it?
They're using it against him so he can't be president. I don't know why that's not against the rules.
I think if you pay for anything that's personal use and does not go towards the actual running of an election, then it's got to be your personal funds that you use for it. You imagine if everybody was able to just buy strippers and hookers and things like that on campaign dollars. This is going to get really crazy and out of hand.
As if that's a new thing. Like, I'm sure that's been happening for a long time.
I mean, listen, Bill Clinton had him on staff, so
Interns, he didn't have to pay her. That's crazy.
oh, free labor, sick guy.
Yeah,
Sick guy.
she got dragged for that too. Shout out to Monica Lewinsky.
Yeah, shout out to the legend.
But yeah, after all the grimy things Donald Trump has done, I mean, if he goes down for this, I don't see him doing any jail time. But his lawyer did jail time, so who knows?
I mean, listen, like I said, he's a president. I think Chris is right. Like, they're not going to arrest Donald Trump, who's already clearly like apprehensive, or attacking his nearest competitor in Ron DeSantis. Like, this guy is clearly campaigning. He's clearly ready. Anytime that they attack him in the media, we've seen what happens.
Yeah.
January 6th happens. So, like, I don't know if it's a good idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if his supporters are going to really ride with him because like the Republican Party is a little bit split now. I still think he owns it. I don't think Tiny D is a real threat at this point, but we'll see. You know, the gloves are off. I think things are going to heat up this year, and you know, also they're talking about Joe Biden. They said his camp is bracing for criticism on age, mental abilities, as he, you know, plans to run for re-election. He's not announced it yet, but I don't know. It seems like he's going to run for president again.
I mean, we knew this was coming. We've talked about it multiple times. He's so old. Like, my dad just turned 80.
Yes.
Biden is also 80. I love my dad to death, but I'm not voting for him for president. I can't in good conscience vote for him for president. And I feel the same way about Biden. Like, if it comes down to him versus Trump or him versus Ron DeSantis, you put me between a rock and a hard place. Like, I have no choice. Mm. It's like you choose the lesser of the two evils or the two stupid-ass options. But I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I hope he doesn't run. Joe, I know I said this last year. I said it before anyone else could say it.
We said this before he ran the last time.
I was like, do not run for re-election. Like, it's just not good for anybody. You're 80. He's going to be, I think, 81 this year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be a long campaign next year. I mean, he ran the other campaign in a bunker in Delaware during COVID. And he found a way to win, probably because Trump was just so terrible and caught COVID itself after saying, you know, it's a hoax. So
I think they mishandled this situation with Kamala. Like, I know she wasn't super popular. Obviously, if she had been more popular, she would have been the presidential nominee back in 2016. No, 2020. Look at our COVID years getting mixed up. But I think that she should have more visibility. Mm. Like, she should have more scope. You can't have somebody that's your number two and you're supposed to be priming them for the presidency.
Is he, though? Like, who said that?
That's what he should be doing, though. He's 80 years old. Like, it's not like when Barack was there. Barack was a nice young 50. Like, he was in his prime as a politician. He became president, and Joe was like the old stalwart that's been around forever and like gave him some additional clout with the old whites. Like, it wasn't like that. So I just don't. I think they've mishandled this whole thing. I think they're going to be really disappointed when this election comes up in 24. And you know, we'll see what happens. But I think this is just a mess waiting to happen.
Wow. Well, there's people. My mom's saying they can't hear me. That's weird.
That's really weird. They can't hear you at all.
I don't know. It seems like it.
I'm checking out too.
Yeah, I mean, no, it seems fine on here. I don't get it.
What about on the Black Magic?
No, I mean, it's connected to everything as a feed, so it wouldn't make a difference. It would make a difference through here. Anyways.
That's annoying because we did sound check.
I know. It's so strange.
We'll have to check when we finish, I guess.
Yeah.
So people are saying that it kind of sounds like your mic isn't on, and it's kind of picking up through Brian's mic.
No, I don't understand that.
But hear you just isn't coming in as clearly as Brian is.
Maybe just unplug and replug real quick.
Yeah, let's end it and we'll start up again.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll be right back, guys, if you can even hear me.